Hello and welcome to this episode of History Bubble Extra. Today we'll be talking about Numidia, an ancient civilization in what is now Algeria. Sometime in the 4th century BC, there was founded two federations of Berber tribes in what is now northern Algeria and western Tunisia. These were the Myceli to the west and the southern Masili to the east. The Myceli, or Eastern Numidia, were what seems to be like the protectorate of Carthage, but it all started happening in the Second Punic War broke out between Rome and Carthage. West Numidia, under a man named Syphax, allied with the Romans, while the East aligned themselves with Carthage. Syphax of the West got aid from the Romans because of their strategic position right next to Carthage. In the beginning, Syphax mostly attacked the eastern Numidians and conquered most of their lands, but when the Myceli in the east king died, and soon his son took power. That son, with the name of Massinissa, allied with the Romans, and Syphax asked us its wives during that time, indicating that some hatred was between the two Numidians, because Syphax not wanting to be on the same side as the eastern Numidian, that because most likely he chose to switch side. Syphax, now allied with Carthage, had taken out most of Massissa's forces, but he escaped from the oncoming Scipio from Rome, and later he joined Rome's invitation and succeeded, and they captured Syphax and defeated Carthage. This led to the Romans placing him on the throne of the Myceli, which he already had, but it had been a dispute between him and his brother. But he was soon also granted the whole of Numidia by the Romans, and also the coastal territory that had previously belonged to Carthage, giving them much valuable coastal soil. Massinissa wanted more territory for himself and thus declared war on Carthage, but before the war could end, he died, and the Romans came and helped them and took the Carthaginian territory for themselves. But it wasn't all bad for Massinissa's successor, because so many Carthaginian refugees came from the Romans sacking the capital, so they had come with their many ways of superior technology and ideas to mix with the Numidians to make the land embrace large economical growth. But after his death, there became a succession crisis between two of his sons and his illegitimate relative Yugaruta, who was very popular with the people and had been adopted by the now dead king. Right after the death, Yugarunta and one of his half-brothers started fighting, with Yugarunta emerging victorious. This time there was also a war between Yugarunta and his half-brother Abrebal. Yugarunta defeated Abrebal, but Abrebal fled to Rome and asked for help, which he got, when the Romans once again divided Numidia into two parts. But Yugarunta started a war again with his brother and captured and took his territory, and him too. The city of Creta, the capital of Numidia, was sacked, and Yugarunta and his men massacred the people inside, including his half-brother and the Romans. This led to the Romans declaring war on him. The war was longer than anticipated and took 6 years to Yugarunta to be defeated by the Romans. After the war, most of western Numidia was ceded to the neighboring Mauritania. The kingdom later for around a century longer, until the Romans came and took the territory the Mauritanians hadn't already got. So that is all for you today. See you next time.